Hi guys, this is AC Gamer back with another video on Nikke Goddess of Victory. Now in today's video what I'm going to be doing is touching on a little touchy subject. This might not be true, this might just be over exaggeration from the community, but from what I have seen and what the community have said, free-to-play accounts will pretty much die in terms of, maybe that's over exaggeration, but they say free-to-play accounts will die once they reach chapter 13 in the campaign and when they reach 160, so level 160. Now the main reason why they say that is because of lack of free-to-play gems being given out, as well as once you've reached level 160 there is technically no way to progress your account in terms of increasing your CP, except if you guys don't have like a good gear. You can work on that, but at the same time you're going to be pressed or it's going to be very hard for you to progress in the campaign because you won't be able to reach the CP requirements. And then obviously, you know, if you don't reach the CP requirements, they did try and reduce the amount of debuff you get, but it still is there. And obviously if you're not able to get close to the CP requirements, you are more than likely not going to be able to succeed in that run. So let's talk about it. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe, stay tuned for more content on Nikke Goddess of Victory. If you guys don't want to miss out on future Nikke videos, make sure you are subscribed to the channel. And if you guys agree or disagree with this video in terms of maybe the community is over exaggerating or maybe I'm over exaggerating, tell me down in the comment section your opinions regarding this subject. Do you guys also agree that free-to-play accounts will die? Maybe not die, maybe you guys could have a better and softer word to use, but for dramatic effect and obviously for clickbait, I'm just gonna say die. But yeah, let's talk about it. So I did mention two ways the free-to-play accounts can die. So I'm going to talk about the first one, which is reaching chapter 13. Now the main reason why is because once you reach chapter 13, the amount of gems given out to you guys is pretty low, like drastically low. So from previous chapter stages where you're getting the SSR modes, you're getting a bunch of other gems from the side missions. Once you reach chapter 13, the amount of gems you get will drastically reduce, and a lot of people will find it extremely annoying because with all the resources we're getting early on, it makes no sense that when we reach harder content, they will go ahead and reduce the amount of currencies we get later on. And 10 gems is drastically lower compared to all the other stuff we have been getting. And I do apologize for that sudden noise you did hear. So I just think that moving forward, a lot of people will realize that the amount of gems we get is going to be low. So right now there isn't that many contents in the game that we can farm gems besides your daily content, your outpost, and I think some of the tribe towers obviously. However, if you can't reach the CP requirement, there's no way you're going to be getting some gems, and it isn't really consistent because it's literally like a one-time claim what's called gems. So we do need a proper consistent ways of getting gems in the game, and it looks like clearing campaign isn't going to give us that much gems anymore moving forward. And let's say free-to-play accounts have been spending their gems trying to get the max limit broken SSR character, so 5 limit broken max limit broken SSR characters, and now they don't have enough gems to some of future characters, and it looks like the campaign isn't giving them enough. Then yes, it makes sense in that regard to why people are saying free-to-play accounts will die. Now there is one thing that people need to take into account. How long is it going to take for free-to-play accounts to reach level 160? So let's talk about that. So right now I have been playing since day one technically. However, obviously I was re-rolling for like 6 days straight, so technically my account is 6 days behind compared to other people that started in day one. But right now the level I have on my Nikke level is 128, and I do believe other free-to-play accounts are probably at level 136 or 30 something, but I don't think they are any close to level 160. So if I was to estimate, this is a rough estimation, if I was to estimate when free-to-play players will be able to reach level 160, I will say between 2 to 3 months moving forward from now. However, I do feel like once we reach that stage, there might be more content in the game. So as you can see with the arena, there is other sections in arena locked off, so that means in the future they can possibly bring that out and then give us a more consistent ways of farming the gems in the game. That would be absolutely fun to see. Obviously everyone's going to say arena becomes pay to win, but we have to wait and see what happens with the arena. But I do feel like maybe the game developers might add a new game mode to help give us a lot more gems because I honestly don't see any reason why the amount of gems we get moving forward in campaign is a lot lower, and free-to-play accounts won't be able to get a good amount of gems even when they progress. Now the second reason why I did say the free-to-play accounts is technically dead or will die is when they reach level 160. So you guys know the SR characters, if you max limit break them, the amount of level you guys can reach, the max amount of level you guys can reach is level 160. However, if you guys have 5 maxed limit broken SSR characters, the max level you guys can reach is level 200, but obviously that is going to be extremely hard for free-to-play players to reach. So when free-to-play players reaches 160, they will basically have to start holding so much of the resources in game, but with the amount of gems, which basically coincides with the lack of gems being given out to the game. So the lack of gems and the lack, well, in terms of how hard it is to get duplicates, it does feel like it's going to take a lot longer for free-to-play players, like a lot longer, maybe half a year for free-to-play players to get a max limit break SSR character. It's probably going to take them like 5, 6 or 7 months before they can limit break a character, 5 SSR characters max limit broken. However, obviously if you guys have amazing luck, if you guys are free to play and you have amazing luck, then you guys obviously won't fall into this category. But don't forget, this game is definitely a gacha game. Some people will have amazing luck, whereas other people will have terrible luck. Majority of free-to-play players will probably not be at that level. Now, if you guys were a free-to-play player, I definitely recommended you guys to re-roll in this game in the beginning. So if you guys have re-rolled a solid account from the beginning and you have a lot of SSR characters, then you guys should be good. So I have re-rolled a lot. I have 3 amazing accounts. I've actually dropped one of them. I still have it. I can log in whenever I want to, but now I have 2 amazing accounts. One of them is technically not free to play at the moment because I did spend like £26. However, in terms of luck in both accounts, both accounts are having amazing free to play luck. So I am extremely happy with my account, and it might not take me too long actually to get a 5 max limit broken character. So it does depend on your luck and your account. But if you guys reach level 160 and you guys don't have any like at least one SSR character max limit broken, then yeah, it's gonna take you a long time before that happens. Now we don't know what will happen in the future regarding Nikke, whether the devs will start being more generous. However, we did see a news yesterday where Tencent actually got a higher invest, I've forgotten what it's called. Let me just quickly search it up. Tencent has a 20% share inside Shift Up now at the moment. So basically 20% is actually quite huge. They can actually make quite a big decision regarding Shift Up in terms of decision within Destiny Child and Nikke. So in regards to Tencent and how they've been doing stuff in previous game, a lot of people are skeptical about the game being more generous, but I'm just hoping, actually don't hope, because once you hope for something, your hopes will get dashed down and it'll become a lot more hurtful, and you guys will get more furious and frustrated. So don't hope that the game will become more generous. I honestly will say that because it just leads to bad stuff. No one likes the hopes being dashed away into the ground. But I'm just gonna see and wait and watch what happens in the game regarding how much gems the game will give us in the future regarding other content. Will there be a more consistent way to farm gems? Will they improve the rewards you can get from later on in a chapter? Will they change the mode rates to make it easier to get duplicates? Because right now free-to-play players are finding it hard to get duplicates, and gem resources in game is very lacking. But yeah, those are the 2 main ways that quote-unquote free-to-play accounts could die, and it might make the free-to-play accounts or free-to-play players actually quit the game, because no one wants to be farming basically for 6 months before they can actually do anything, because technically all you're doing is farming. And obviously if the new content comes out, you're just doing that, which is going to be exciting. But if free-to-play players feel like they're all they're doing is just staying on standby, idle and playing, I mean, this is an idle game, so it makes sense if you guys are idle most of the time. But it's going to be very annoying for 6 months if that's all you're doing, waiting before you can actually progress your characters or progress your CP. Your CP increase will be stagnant, and it's going to be a lot harder unless they release a broken SSR character that even at level 160 is just absolutely amazing and makes it easier for you to like beat the power recommendation. That would be pretty insane. Anyways, don't forget to like the video, subscribe, stay tuned for more content in Nikke Goddess of Victory. Tell me down in the comment section once again whether or not you guys agree with my statement or agree with the community's community's take on free-to-play accounts moving forward. Will free-to-play accounts die after reaching chapter 13? Free-to-play accounts die after getting the Nikke to level 160? We have to wait and see. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe. It's been your boy AC Gamer, and I'm out.